Hello class, welcome to math class. Let's start off by singing our clock song. The hands on the clock go round and round, round and round, round and round. The hands on the clock go round and round to tell us the time. The hour hand is the short hand because it's only 4 letters long. The hour hand on the clock goes from number to number, number to number, number to number. The hour hand on the clock goes from number to number to tell us the hour. Now, yesterday we talked about the minute hand. Look at my clock. You can see that when my minute hand goes around, it counts by 5s. And you can see that for every 5th spot is the next digit. The 1, there's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. That's the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. That's the 3. So the hour hand says the number, but the minute hand counts by 5s. The minute hand on the clock goes around by 5s, around by 5s, around by 5s. The minute hand on the clock goes around by 5s to tell us the minute. Let's go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. If I set my clock at 3 o'clock, then by the time my hand goes all the way around the clock, it will have moved to the 4. There's 60 minutes in an hour. There's also 60 seconds in a minute. A second is about as long as it takes us to say the number 1. Say 1. That was a second. If we count to 60, then that will equal 1 minute. Let's try it. Let's clap it out. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Are you still with me? 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Almost done. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. That was 1 minute. There's 60 seconds in a minute, and then there's 60 minutes in an hour. So every time we count to 60, it moves 1 minute. Count to 60 again. 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 1 minute. Now we counted to 60 5 times. That took us to 5 minutes. 5 more times, 5 more minutes. Go all the way around the clock, 60 minutes in an hour. And how many seconds in a minute? 60. So that's easy. The numbers are the same. Let's review some other things we've practiced. Yell out the answer. I want you participating. If your parents are in the other room, I want them to hear you. Here we go. How many days in a week? I hope you said 7. How many months in a year? I hope you said 12. Now this one we haven't really talked about. There are about 52 weeks in a year. How many weeks are in a year? about 52. We haven't learned this one yet either. Are you ready for a new one? There are 365 days in a year. How many days in a year? 365. Now there's something called a leap year. Every 4 years we get an extra day, and that is called a leap year. So there are 366 days in a leap year. Oh, these are ones you should know. Yell it out. How many inches in a foot? I hope you said 12. How many feet in a yard? Remember the yardstick. How many rulers go in a yardstick? This is a foot. And how many of these went in a yardstick? 1, 2, 3 went in a yardstick. There are 3 feet in a yard. And how many inches in that yardstick? Remember that number? 36. The other side of our ruler, we haven't talked about a whole lot. The other side of our ruler is centimeters. And there are 30 centimeters in an inch. There are 12 inches, in a foot. There are 12 inches in a foot and 30 centimeters in a foot. I'm messing it all up. Feet and centimeters are not the same units of measurement. There are one meter is 30 centimeters. Oh, you know what? I'm messing this one up altogether. I think this one does not have anything to do with the ruler. Okay, 1 meter is 100 centimeters. We haven't talked about that one yet. We haven't even talked about this centimeter yet. So we'll wait and talk about that when we get there. Let's rewind a little bit back to the inches in a foot. So let's say our poem. Inch, foot, stop, kaput, 12 inches in a foot. So let's review what we know. How many inches in a foot? 12. Now, how many inches in a yard? 36. Now, how many feet in a yard? Count them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, those are the ones that we know. We'll pause on the other one. Okay, what else do you know? Oh, we just talked about this one. How many seconds in a minute? 60. How many minutes in an hour? Again, 60. And how many hours in a day? 24. We'll be practicing these a lot more in the days ahead. All right, let's go over our coins because today we're going to practice some coins, putting some coins together that we haven't put together before, and it's really, really going to help you the next time you go shopping. Hey, what's this one? Penny, penny, easily spent, copper, brown, and worth 1 cent. What's this one? Nickel, nickel, thick and fat, worth 5 cents. I know that. And one more. Dime, dime, little and thin, I remember you're worth 10. Now let's count to 10 using the different coins and see which one gets us there faster. Let's count to 10 using the dime. Ready? Go. 10. Done. Let's count to 10 using nickels. Ready? Go. 5, 10. Okay. Let's count to 10 using pennies. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which one got us there faster? I heard you. You're right. The dime. The dime got us there faster because it is worth more. When you have a bunch of money, step one, which we talked about when we did the dimes and the pennies, and we talked about when we did the pennies and the nickels, step one is separate your coins into groups. Then you start with the coin that's worth the most. We have counted this before. How much do I have? Good, 6. We have counted this before. How much do I have? Good, 11. If I wanted to get to 15 cents, do I have one coin that can be 15 cents? No. I have to combine coins. Now I could take a dime and put it with how many pennies? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5 pennies. Or I could take a dime, and what coin do we have that's the same thing as 5 pennies? The nickel. Which would be less money in my pocket? Which would make my pocket not as heavy? If I had to use a dime and 5 pennies, or a dime and 1 nickel. It would be easier to just use a dime and 1 nickel. How did I get 15? Well, which coin is worth the most? I start with the coin that's worth the most, and then I add the rest. So 10 plus 5, go. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's how I got to 15 cents. I have some money written over here, and as you can see, I've already separated them into groups. And I started with the one that's worth the most to the worth the least. Class, how much is this? 10 plus 5 gives me 15. Now I count by ones. 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 cents. Find my marker. So this is 19, then a C with a line through it. How much is this? 10. Plus 10 more gives me 20. Oh, no, now I got to jump to the nickel. How much am I going to add? 5 cents. So 20 plus 5 is 25. Plus 1, 26 cents. So step 1, separate your coins into groups. Step 2, put them the one that's worth the most to the one that's the least, and then start counting. So step by step, you should have no problem. All right, I got a couple story problems for you today. Farmer Brown had 6 pumpkins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Farmer Brown had 6 pumpkins. Wow, he had a big harvest this season. He sold 2 of them, so 2 went away. How many were left? Do you see them? 4. What's our sentence? 6 minus 2 equals 4. Very good. One more problem for you. Oh no, Bill forgot to shut the gates at the barnyard. A sheep, a pig, and a duck got away. How many animals got away? 1 sheep plus 1 pig plus 1 duck. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. 3 animals got away. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. I hope he was able to find them. Okay. Go ahead and turn to your math page 119. Math page 119. Now, I have the answers in front of me, so super quick, I'm going to show you what it looks like. There's clocks at the top and animals in the middle. So the clocks at the top you can do on your own. You need to draw the arrows to show the time on the clock. Now, when you draw arrows on the clock, you're going to draw a line with half a triangle. Your long hand is going to touch the number, and your short hand will not touch the number. Just like I've done on my classroom clock over here, when we use this to show you when it was time for something else. Oh, I didn't erase this soon enough. See how the minute hand touches the number and the short hand does not touch the number. So this tells the hour and this tells the minute. So when you do your clock, the first one that you're supposed to find is 2 o'clock. So the short hand tells the hour. Whoop. The short hand tells the hour. So it will almost touch the number, and the long hand tells the minute. And when we say o'clock, it's on the 12, 2 o'clock. Now, number 2 is what I want to talk to you about. Number 2 is working with halves. Now, we've talked about a whole broken into parts. So we had a whole pumpkin, and we broke it into 2 parts, 1 half. 2 equal parts is 1 half. Today I want to talk to you about it in a group. So on your paper you have 6 turkeys. I have 6 leaves. Count my leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I want to divide my leaves into 2 equal parts, then I kind of make it like a game. I say 1 for you, 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 1 for you. Now I have divided into 2 equal groups. So half of 6 is how many? 3. So on your paper, circle 3 turkeys. That shows 1 half of 6. My orange magnets are going to represent your chipmunks. You have 8 chipmunks. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I want to separate them into 2 groups, I play a game. 1 for you, 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 1 for you. How many in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half of 8 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Circle 4 chipmunks. Okay, now look at the mice. You have 12 mice. I have 12 blue and green magnets. We're going to divide them in half. 1 for you, 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 1 for you. How many in this group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many in this group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My groups are even, which shows I divided in half. So circle 6 mice. That shows half of the group. Number 3, circle the number that is biggest, underline the number that is smallest. Remember, look in the tens column first. You can do number 3 after the video, And you can do number 4 after the video. Number 4 is to do your subtraction. Remember, when you take away or subtract, it's the same thing. Your number gets smaller. When we add, our number gets bigger, but when we take away, our number gets smaller. So make sure that your number is smaller. You're counting backwards. 8 minus 3. 1, 2, 3 leaves you with 5. If you need to, you can go in your math binder and use your farm animals. Line them all up and have 3 run away. How many do you have left? The next one is 7 minus 2. So line up 7 and have 2 run away. Turn the page. Page 120. You know how to do these. Underneath your coin, you're going to write the amount. So here you would write what? 10 plus 10 more gives you 20 plus 10 more gives you 30 plus 5 more. Now, we haven't jumped from a dime to a nickel very often, but we did it just a few minutes ago. So 30 plus 5, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So you'll write 35. Now count by ones, 36, 37. You can finish these after the video. Number 2, you need to decide if the picture is showing half or whole. Half or whole. And number 3, the chicks is just like when we did the mice. There are the same number of chicks in this story as there were mice. So I'm going to put my magnets back up here, and we're going to pretend that my magnets are the baby chicks in the story on number 3. Let me read it to you while you follow along. The hen, oh, sorry, it wasn't the mice, it was the chipmunks. So I have the wrong number here. Let me take a few off. Okay, here we go. The hen laid 8 eggs. There are 8 magnets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1/2 of them hatched. So first we have to figure out what 1/2 is. 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. So half of 8 is what? Half of 8 is 4. How many more hatched? The answer is 4. And you can see in the picture, there's 4 that have opened out of the egg and 4 that are still closed. Half of 8 is 4. Okay, so the parts of this lesson that you did not do, go ahead and finish those after my video. You do not have a speed drill today. The speed drill that would have been today, we're skipping that one. That one was not sent home with you. And we will start the speed drill that is in your binder. We will start that one tomorrow. Do your best. Think carefully and write your numbers the right direction. I'll be checking that when you come back to school. So put your paper back in your binder when you're finished. Bye-bye.